Hi there. This is a bonus brought to you by the publishers of Ceramic Solutions magazine. Now, when we devised the newsletter, in the first place, what we wanted to do was impart to ceramists all over the world little ideas, little hints and kinks, and sometimes major ideas that would help them to understand better their ordinary common problems. One idea, one thing that you may have heard about, but maybe you're not totally familiar with, is a thing called excess air, which is a term that's used when you are firing with gas or with oil for that matter. Whenever you burn a burner, there is a certain proportion between the fuel and the air that results in the hottest temperature of the flame. If, however, you have too much fuel, which is called burning rich, the flame will be cooler. If you have too much air, called burning lean, the flame temperature is also lower. Ceramists take advantage of that because there are times when they don't want the kiln to heat up too rapidly, even though the burners are at minimum fire. So if they burn them lean with excess air, the kiln will fire more slowly and they will achieve their goal. The problem with excess air is that if you have too much excess air and leave that amount of excess air on, the burning temperature may not be high enough to allow you to bring the kiln all the way up to temperature. For that reason, most modern kilns have a mechanical means of changing the excess air. Now, a lot of inexpensive kilns and hobby type kilns have no way of changing the excess air, and you're stuck with whatever you've got. But you can use it anyway once you get used to the way the kiln works. But it does limit your ability to fire things the way you want to. Now, the reason that you'd have excess air besides trying to cool a furnace down is that during the early stages of firing, there are often organic materials in the mix that have to be burned out. If you don't burn an organic material out by the time it gets to about 500 degrees Fahrenheit, it can stay in there. If it isn't gone by 900 degrees Fahrenheit, those organic materials will actually crack, which is a term that means that they will turn into elemental carbon. So now you've got basically charcoal inside your body, and it is very difficult to burn that out. So you use a little excess air at the lower temperatures in order to surround the parts with plenty of oxygen, and that will cause the ceramic organic material to be burned out. Now, there's a lot of things you need to know if you're going to do that, but that's generally one of the things that you use excess air for. On a similar basis, excess air is used at a little higher temperatures because certain ceramics have chemical reactions that take place. For example, we have a thing called dehydroxylation. There is in the ceramic molecule water attached. It becomes a part of the clay crystal. That has to be heated in air in order to get that water molecule to come off. Eventually it will, but you don't want it to come off destructively. You want it to come off where it'll do you the most good. So excess air is used for that purpose. Another reason that we use excess air is sometimes when you have a kill and it's in the final temperature where you're soaking it, holding the temperature, sometimes the burners back off to the point where there's such a small amount of burning going on that it doesn't stir up the inside of the kiln and doesn't make for very good uniform firing. So if you run a little bit of excess air at that point, it'll make the burners burn harder, stir up the air more, and you get a much more uniform fire. You just have to be careful, because if you use too much excess air, the burner gets too cold and you can't reach temperature. So in a nutshell, that is excess air. That's why we have excess air. Now, you want to know about this or a lot more other things, best thing to do is to look into our Ceramic Solutions newsletter, where we discuss this sort of thing every month, and we discuss it from the point of view of the user, of the ceramist that's having a problem making the ceramic, having a defect, having a loss of some kind. We'll provide those answers for you. We'll show you how to have a happier life, really. So I suggest what you do is go to our website, https://ceramics.csiteach.com. Thanks a lot. Glad to have you listen. Bye.